Hi everybody, it's Will NY4, and I'm back today with, I hope will be my last video on Dropbox. This is going to be released very soon. But I made a couple of changes that I want to go over with you. But first, a quick introduction for those of you who are not familiar with this particular device or series of devices. So the drop-off box, the GalBank box that you see there, is designed to buy everything, anything that you've accumulated in your travels, in your adventures. You just drop it in the box and you will be paid in credits and XP, 1 XP for everything you deposit. Next to that is a little greenhouse with a swamp pot inside that actually can convert your variants of various types, you know, like leaf and carapace and pod and stem and so on, that you get from your hunting and gathering. It converts them right into the base organic that you can then use for crafting or manufacturing, whatever you want to do with them. But let me take you on a quick tour. The operating instructions here are self-explanatory, and it opens up pages that gives you basic information, whatever you need to know about it. On the Dropbox itself, I have a button, because it is possible, if I press this, that you can continue to enable XP awards, or if you don't want XP, you can disable it. You can also reset the session totals, and we'll go into that in a second when I start to use it. So how do you use it? We open up the Dropbox, and I'm going to go to what I have in my ship, because this is where I think it's really useful. I'm sure that you have something like this similar in yours. You have all this junk that you'll have no need for, just clutters up the inventory. Well, to sell it in Dropbox, you just keep selecting them, as many as you want. I could do the whole thing. Jump out, there they are, and now they've been sold for 2,414 credits, and you get 55 XPs. Now, how do I determine the price? Well, on almost everything, I am paying 85% of the game's value, which is called the gold value. So that is fine with everything except for weapons and certain pieces of armor that get modded. So the basic system, the way that I've been able to figure it out, is that it will pay the base value, that is the value of the weapon without anything added. And then it'll pay a little bit more for certain types of mods. And you know, there's many weapons and many mods and different tiers and so on. So I have not really been able to figure it out. But it's very odd in some ways. And I've had to make some changes. First of all, in my first version of this, I introduced the idea that you would be paid based on your commerce level perks. That just turned out to be a rat's nest of difficulties. And so I've dropped that. I'm going to assume everybody is at tier 4, and you're going to get paid that 85%. But for weapons, again, getting back to that, let me give you an example of the variances, which to me are inexplicable. So here's a little chart on weapon pricing. So I have two examples. The advanced Maelstrom, in your inventory, the value of that particular weapon is 6,159 credits. Go to the Trade Authority terminal and you'll get 962. Drop it into my Dropbox and you get 1,100. But if it's been modified, you see the game value is 77.54. The Trade Authority price has gone up to 11.77. I can still only pay 1,100. So it's just basically a wash. But now look what happens with expensive weapons. The Advanced Big Bang. The game value is 21,877. The Trade Authority pays the miserable 34.18. I pay 12,870. Modify it, and it goes up 15,000 credits in game value and about 1,500 in the trade authority. I still only pay 12,870. So I have set this so that I pay 100% of the gold value for weapons, regardless of how it's calculated. So you can see in some cases that it's a break even. In other cases, it's very advantageous. So I wish I could explain it, but I think you just have to take the credits to the bank. Okay, well, just let me illustrate for you in case you don't accept what I'm saying. Here is a Trade Authority laptop courtesy of Midas Player Home under the brand of TerraBrew. Very convenient. We'll open it up and I'll go to the cell and we'll find one of those big bangs. I think I have a few of these there. These are the basic ones without any enhancements, but you can see that the value in the column there says 34.18. That's what the Trade Authority will pay for right on the spot. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go to my Dropbox, open it up, and go to the same weapon. You can see here that the value of it is 21,877. So I'm dropping one of them in. It sells for 12,870 credits, and you get 1 XP. Now, I have a lot of stuff from previous demonstrations and sales in there, right? So I'm going to take that out. Well, just let me say, you can't explain to me how the weapon pricing works. I mean, I've tried all kinds of variations. I can't figure it out. But in any event, if you use the Dropbox, most cases, you're going to get a better deal than the Trade Authority. The same would apply for other items like armor and clothing and packs and so on that could have enhancements on them. It's very unclear exactly what you will get, but you'll probably get a pretty good deal, as I said. So just one other thing here is, I mentioned it before, the XP awards system. It comes enabled, 1 XP for every item. You can disable it for those of you who think this is too easy a way to get XP, and you won't get it on anything that you put inside. Or if you are interested particularly in how much a haul has gotten you when you drop it all in, you can reset everything so that I could go, and if I drop one other thing, I'll drop a rescue axe in. 650 credits, and you'll see the toast come up, 1 item for 650. So that's the way that works. Well, let's turn to the organic bio-converter. Well, you can see that this is a little miniature greenhouse. Inside of it is a very hard-working swamp pod that really likes organic variants. And by that I mean, if I open up my inventory again and go to something that you will never have seen, no matter how much hunting and gathering you do, but I had to do this so I could test everything. So if I take 100 analgesic flour and then 100 fiber leaves and 100 lubricant seeds, drop them in the box, immediately they're converted to their base organic lubricant, analgesic, and fiber, which you can take out and turn right over to the Dropbox and sell, or you can use it for crafting or manufacturing, whatever you want to do with your base organics. Now, as I kind of suggested, you don't get XP for this because, let's face it, the swamp pod's doing all the work. So, okay, that's it for this video. As I said, I'm expecting that this mod will be released soon. I've gotten good feedback from Bethesda. Appreciate that. And I would hope that you would subscribe to the video so you'll know exactly when it comes out. And give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.